Hello, everyone. I want to talk about putting yourself out there and the challenges that come along with that. So, my first thought is of putting yourself out there from the perspective of a business owner. But I do think that this can be applicable to you if you're someone who's struggling to maybe put yourself out there socially. Another thought that comes to mind is as a military spouse, we've moved around quite a bit, and it can be hard when you are in a new place and having to meet new people and really put yourself out there, and it can feel vulnerable. And I think all of the feelings associated with it, whether it's from a social perspective or from a business perspective, are all the same. And that's what I want to tap on today. So perhaps taking a moment to think about how you might be holding yourself back from putting yourself out there. Maybe it's with social media and promoting your business on social media. Maybe it is doing webinars. Maybe it's doing in person events, and there is some sort of fear of putting yourself out there. Maybe it's going to networking events and introducing yourself to a bunch of strangers. That can feel scary. So think of a situation where you want to put yourself out there, but you've been holding yourself back. And notice how that makes you feel, if that causes that feeling of stress and anxiety, that tightness in your body, and just notice how your body's responding as you start to think about that. And then we're going to just start tapping. And first, just tapping and breathing, maybe rolling the shoulders, moving the neck from side to side. Allow yourself to get comfortable in your seat. And again, noticing how you're feeling, where you are today, and knowing that you might always feel different when you bring this video up and tap on it at a different time, and that's okay, because tapping meets you where you are. Even though I'm struggling with putting myself out there, I love and accept myself. Even though I'm having a hard time putting myself out there, I know I want to, and I fully love and accept myself. Even though I have this resistance about putting myself out there, that's just what I'm dealing with right now. This resistance, it's scary to think about putting myself out there. Fears of judgment, fears of rejection, feelings of self-doubt. I'm scared to put myself out there. What if people say things I don't want to hear? All of this fear around putting myself out there. I feel it in my body. For me, I feel tension in my neck and my shoulders, that just like tight, scrunched up type of feeling. Coming back to the side of the hand. Even though I have this fear about putting myself out there, and it makes me feel vulnerable, I'm honoring this feeling. Even though the thought of putting myself out there makes me feel vulnerable, I fully love and accept myself. Even though I have this fear around vulnerability, that's just where I'm at today. I have this fear around vulnerability. What if they don't like me? What if they're judging me? It's scary to think about. So I hold myself back. And how does that make you feel, knowing that you're holding yourself back? It makes me feel frustrated. And I beat myself up a little bit. this frustration around holding myself back. It's so silly. Why do I do this to myself? Even though I know I want to put myself out there, part of me is holding me back. Even though I know I want to put myself out there, part of me is scared. And I'm choosing to love myself through this. Even though it's scary to think about being vulnerable, I also know it's brave. And I'm ready to step into my brave, powerful self. Vulnerability can be a superpower. I can choose to make vulnerability my superpower. It's time to let go of this fear. It isn't serving me. If I let go of the fear, what can you welcome in instead? If I let go of the fear, I can invite in feeling empowered. I can invite in feeling strong and powerful. It's time to let go of this fear. I can do it scared. I can move forward. I can take the action I want to take. I can put myself out there. One step at a time. Take a nice deep breath in. Notice how that feels. Think about how that's showing up in your body. We can take baby steps. We don't have to dive in off the deep end. But thinking about what it is we can do today that gets us a little bit closer to our goal. And so if it's public speaking, maybe it's reaching out to different organizations or different people that you know that might be able to hook you up with somebody where you could do a talk. And once you have that first step, then you can worry about creating the talk and getting through all the details. I feel like we can hold ourselves back by getting ready to get ready. And sometimes we just need to push ourselves a little bit. And that's okay. And it's okay to feel vulnerable. It's okay to feel scared. And it's okay to do it scared. And I think it's most important to really just acknowledge all of these feelings that are coming up along the way. Hold space for yourself. And when you do, you can move through it, and then you can make the progress. And then remembering to celebrate the wins along the way. If you've been staying stuck for so long and haven't even talked to anybody about wanting to do a talk, celebrate the fact that you're going to send an email today and reach out to someone about it. Celebrate the small wins, and you'll be well on your way. So I'm sending all the good vibes. Please reach out if you have any questions about any of this or if you're still feeling stuck. And if you're an entrepreneur, I hope to see you at my monthly event, first Thursday of each month at 11 a.m. Eastern. And the link is in the notes. Talk to you guys later. Bye.